Bridges. At forward, at 6'7", number 8, O.G. Anunoby. At guard, at 6'2", number 11, David. At center, at 7 feet, number 32, Karl Anthony Towns.
It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. And tonight, we've got the New York Knicks up against the Phoenix Suns. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson alongside. David Aldridge is with us from the floor tonight. Let's see some of the numbers here for O.G. Anunoby.
And he's got it going at the foul line these days. His free throw percentage looks a lot different in the last 10 games than it did earlier in the season. He's tinkered with a few things and really improved his form.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Nick Richards out there with O'Neal. And it's done in at the small forward. And for New York, Josh Hart out there with O.G. Anunoby. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Bridges in at the 2. Actually, kind of a lopsided matchup tonight in some regards, but everyone loves an underdog.
Yeah, let's not forget, this is the NBA. Anything can happen, and even lower-ranked teams are elite. We could still have a real contest on our hands tonight.
Booker's shot is good.
Throw out those analytics. When Booker is taking a 15, 20-footer, that's a great look for him and his squad.
Brunson against Booker. Now here's Brunson. Not a lot of room. Misses the layup. Booker the pass to Dunn. Now O'Neal. For 3, Booker drills it from outside. Booker's got 5.
Part of the evolution of Booker's game, getting consistent from deep.
On offense, Devin Booker really does it all for his team. He scores well and assists others. Richard, he can do it all.
You love to see that from a superstar. Booker just wants points on the board. And if he can't get a shot, he'll get a look for someone else.
Outdone after Jalen Brunson missing on that last three-pointer. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Richards. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And 74%, you know, so-so. He probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. For the Knicks, it's been a slow start here. 6-point game. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, despite the challenges of being away from home, they were able to execute cleanly and look really fresh out there.
And that one falls for Bridges. Hey, Greg, since getting traded in 2023, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
He's perfect from the line this time.
I consider Mikal Bridges a high motor player. He's always ready to turn up his energy if he thinks it will help him get the better of him.
Here's Richards. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Booker. And that's collected by Brunson. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. Over Booker. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Great jumper there from Brunson, living off that mid-range.
4.
O'Neal outside. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And yes, it's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He will gladly take those.
Now, here is O'Neal. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Celtics in Boston. Another one falls for Phoenix.
That's the kind of shot this offensive scheme is meant to produce.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share. Now, I brought up Devin Booker's name, and he winced a little. He said, "Can I tell you something? I'm worried about Booker. I'm ready to double up on him and fight the good fight, but if he gets hot, we're in trouble." So, I guess it's hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Guys?
Thank you, David. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
And make some noise for your Knicks sitting at
A different look for New York. Achua, he's checked in for OG Anunoby, and Miles McBride subbed in for Bridges. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nick Richards. Cole comes in for O'Neal. Allen's checked in for Dunn, and Jones subbed in for Booker. Now here's Beal. Some good scoring numbers for him right now, averaging 17 points a game. Jones against Hart. Brunson outside. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Picking up that second foul early is tough. He'll have to be careful, and we'll see how much coach trusts him to not get that third.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Bridges comes in for Josh Hart. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. Now here's Payne. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
Booker the pass to Jones. Back to Booker. The high post shot. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Booker's got 9.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to help himself for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Suns lead by 5. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
We've got Bridges. Achua is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Payne in at the 1. That's the 5 for New York right now. Buries the long-range jumper. RJ, one league rule that has gotten a lot of attention, carrying the basketball.
Oh, these guys carry the ball at a ridiculous rate. Even Allen Iverson used to do it, and then eventually he took it out of his game. But yeah, the referees could clean it up a little bit, I'll be honest.
Here's Booker. After New York gets the 3, just 5 on the clock. On the basket by Jones.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now, here is Robinson. Still yet to score. For 3, Bridges. Here's Payne. A three-pointer is right on target. Payne's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Knicks.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You can see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Booker the pass to Plumlee. Back to Booker. Plumlee sets the pick for Booker. Over McBride. Knicks with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, DA. Thank you.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Bridges against Bull. And the shot goes down. Bridges got the lead up to 2 now for the Knicks.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Bull setting the pick for Booker. And coming in as a force spacing two. How impressive is it, RJ, that Devin Booker is holding down the point?
And it's not just the rate of assists. He's limiting his turnovers in great fashion, too, despite his high usage.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show up your best move. Let's go! No, thank you. Keep on passing. You have the camera on you.
So for the Knicks, Towns is checked in for Mitchell Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Bridges, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Cameron Payne. And the Suns here with a different look. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Plumlee. Royce O'Neal comes in for Bull. Donnie's checked in for Allen, and Beal's subbed in for Tyus Jones. Free throw good, Booker.
The thing about Booker is he rarely has an off night. He's one of the most consistent shooters in the league.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
This is who you want at the line, and Booker gets himself there a lot.
Brunson outside. Beal drives in, and the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They trail by 1. Towns, the pass to Anunoby. That one falls.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
20-19.
Outside, Beal. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Pass to McBride. Anunoby, screen on Beal. Here's McBride. He's covered by Beal. Back to Brunson. The three. The rebound by Richards. Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Booker dishes to O'Neal. Now here's Beal, defended by McBride. There's the three. Beal with another miss. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Suns ahead. They lead by 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Tibbs. Going against a high-powered offense like this, I know you have your work cut out for you at the defensive end.
Yeah, you know, they're tough to guard. They put a lot of pressure on you. You can't make body position mistakes. We got to make sure we try to make them work for the points.
We'll see if you can be more effective in the second half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Hello, folks. With several other games going on around the league right now, let's catch you up on the action. Guys, I want to talk about something else for just a second. Is it me, or have the alternative jerseys around the league gotten a little too creative?
I wish you wear an alternative jersey every once in a while, Ernie.
Yeah, man. You know, your threads are getting a little bit stale. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up with this? I just asked a basketball question, and now it's a personal attack. I'm done with you two. And let's talk now about the first half in our game. Devin Booker been doing his thing.
His selections is touch phenomenal. It's the kind of shooting night some people dream about. Except for me. He's doing it in real life. You know what I mean, Ernie?
Yeah, I do. Efficient, effective, and making it look effortless.
Effortless.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Brunson with it, and on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Dunn is out there with O'Neal, and it's Richards in at the center position.
Towns has one of the best three-point strokes of any big man in the league.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Here's Beal after Mikal Bridges' bucket. 4 on the clock. Here's Booker. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Bridges shot. Good.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Suns trail by 6. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Let's go, Knicks fans. Time to get loud for your Knicks breaker and crew.
A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Bradley Beal.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here's Beal. Some good scoring numbers for him right now, averaging 17 points a game. O'Neal sets the screen for Dunn. Booker outside. To stop the run. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
And we've kind of come to expect this performance from Booker every night. His scoring is just that consistent.
Outside, Towns. Hits the three-point bomb. Towns has got the lead up to 7 now for New York.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Booker hammers it down.
And Booker just dominates in such an effortless fashion. The game comes naturally to him.
Well, Richard, during his Washington days, Bradley Beal averaged 30 a game in back-to-back seasons.
Beal is such a strong guard, so not only can he beat you with his shooting stroke, but he can also play some bully ball.
Pass to Richards. Suns moving the ball around. Done with it. He's guarded by Anunoby. And stolen by Anunoby. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. Let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
That's good from Anunoby. And New York making a change here. Achua's checked in. Phoenix also making some changes. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nick Richards. Grayson Allen comes in for O'Neal. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Devin Booker. No good on the second free throw. Brunson against Allen. 1:09 left in the third quarter. Plumlee sets the pick for Beal. Pass to Plumlee. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on Precious Achiuwa.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. good from Plumlee. And 1:01 left in the third. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And let's see the stat sheet here on Tyus Jones. How his last 10 games have gone. Putting up about 10 points a night, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, not playing outside himself, but finding lots of chances to do his thing and affect the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Towns. And Miles McBride subbed in for Hart. Now here's Beal. Here's Iguodala. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Beal's got 3 assists in the game. Brunson surveying the D. To the middle. Brunson, hard finish inside.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
33-30.
Down low. Stolen by Robinson. And here we go. The fast break. Brunson's got it. Here's McBride. They get it back and get tapped by the D. He'll go to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Knicks have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
At the line, 2 shots.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Achua. Beal against Bridges. Outside Beal. Left side Jones. No good from outside. And we've reached the end of the third. Knicks lead by 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And now we take a listen into the recent huddle from Tom Thibodeau.
We got to get some stop. But right now we're making one effort. We got to make 2, 3, 4 efforts. We got to have high hands. We got to stop the ball.
Playing with high energy, something that he implores his guys to do all the time.
And Kevin, when you're playing for Tibbs, he wants you to hustle and to make multiple efforts on defense.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Cameron Payne is out there with Miles McBride. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Here's McBride. Makes it off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 5.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
And this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Now here's Booker. No good with the triple.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Payne kicks to Anunoby. New York moving the ball around. Here's Towns. It's rebounded by Booker.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. For the Knicks, Hart, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Bridges comes in for Miles McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Cameron Payne. And the Suns here with a different look. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Plumlee. Royce O'Neal comes in for Bol Bol. Dunn is checked in for Grayson Allen. And Beal subbed in for Jones.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Now, here's Bridges. Misses from short range. Down against Anunoby.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Towns with the steal. Bridges with it. Well guarded by Dunn. Pass to Anunoby. Stolen by O'Neal. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Back to Dunn. Beal the pass to Booker. Fantastic finish by Booker.
When they need points, they do everything possible to get Booker his touches.
Brunson up top, defended by Booker. And it's Brunson missing. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Game winding down, and they just keep exchanging leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Brunson against Booker. Good! Brunson, no fear down low.
And he lives for the moment. Brunson playing his best during crunch time.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Over Brunson. Booker, no good.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense better.
Pitch to Brunson. It falls.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Here's Booker. It drops. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And since going to the finals back in 2021, Booker's earned the reputation of a winning player.
Here's Brunson. Doesn't get it to drop for him. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Pass to Booker. Money!
Okay, when you absolutely, positively need a bucket, Booker's your guy.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
You know, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
And big-time bucket there. They've got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Booker looking around. Shoots over Brunson. So a close game sees New York take this one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Hart. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.